They built a little stage with a banner and a smile. Said healthcare's coming, just wait a little while. They passed around the basket, they polished up the brain, while the bottom kept bleeding with a claim form in its hand. They said vote blue, stay calm, don't scare the room, while the rich men bought the table and the poor swept up the broom. They got a state-based answer for a federal wound and a fundraising gala by the light of the moon. Well, Bernie can shout and AOC can speak, but slogans don't feed the broken and weak. If the law won't change and the silence stays, then the bottom keeps paying for professional praise. So wake up, America, what the hell? They're selling us ladders at the bottom of a well. State fixes for federal change, blue suits dancing in Republican frames. Say amnesty, say workers' rights, say federal standards in the broad daylight. If the enemy's outside, why's the damage within? Sometimes the right is living in the tent we're in. They say defund ICE, but won't say the word. Amnesty's a song that never gets heard. They say healthcare is human, and I agree, but what about the worker crushed by LNI? Army of doctors deny our machines, state immunity hiding behind clean screens. A hurt man's file gets buried in dust, while the lawmakers say committee work takes trust. You can build a commission when it fits your plan. You can ask the feds for a waiver in hand, but when labor asks for federal law, suddenly nobody saw what they saw. So wake up, America, what the hell? They're selling us ladders at the bottom of a well. State fixes for federal change, blue suits dancing in Republican frames. Say amnesty, say workers' rights, say federal standards in the broad daylight. If the enemy's outside, why's the damage within? Sometimes the right is living in the tent we're in. Trump's got a strong man counting the gold, businessmen preaching with the Bible they sold. But don't tell me Democrats are clean and bright when they bury our rights just a little more polite. They call it progress, I call it delay. A softer cage painted blue and gray, two classes trapped under red, white, and blue. The labor class broken, immigrants too. This ain't left, this ain't right. This is bottom versus top in the middle of the night. This ain't hope, this ain't care. This is managed oppression in the public square. You can't patch a chain with a slogan and song. You can't call it justice while the law stays wrong. If your movement won't name what the people need, then your movement's just branding with a conscience feed. Wake up, America, what the hell? They're selling us ladders at the bottom of a well. State fixes for federal change, blue suits dancing in Republican frames. Say amnesty, say workers' rights, say federal standards in the broad daylight. If the enemy's outside, why's the damage within? Sometimes the right is living in the tent we're in. Healthcare, yes, but not alone. Don't leave the injured worker unknown. Amnesty now, let families stay. Federal rights, not another delay. Wake up, America, hear that sound? The bottom ain't waiting to be managed down.